Hi, it's Amy from Click Roll Boom, and today I'll be speaking to folk punkers All for Jolly. Who are All for Jolly?
All for Jolly are Cornish folk punk band from Penzance. I am the mandolin player and a singer and do the managing and the independent DIY stuff, bookings and things like that.
So your sound has got that perfect mix of folk and punk. Was that always the vision, or is it just how it's evolved naturally?
So when we first started the band, we were called Jolly Roger in the beginning, and we started off doing lots of like shanty music and things like that. We lived close by to the Fisherman's Friends, so we were inspired by that. But the real reason was we didn't really know how to play our instruments very well at the beginning, so we just did the singing bit instead. And then as we kind of grew and developed, and more of our influences came in, and then it like became more folky and punky after that when we were a bit more competent.
It's proper drinking music.
Yeah.
So your new single, New Era, is out now. Does that give a good idea of what's to come in the new album?
Yeah, basically, in New Era, hopefully you can hear like some of our influences, like the Dropkick Murphys and Flogging Molly kind of things with the mandolin riffs, and then the breakdowns and the electric guitar and the heaviness. So we've got a few songs on the album like that. We've also got some more like heartfelt ones that are a little bit more acoustic tracks, but also have like that heavy element in them as well. So yeah, we're trying to like bring the Cornish element into the folk punk scene and give our own kind of nautical take on it.
Yeah, because from listening to a New Era, it's quite different from some of your earlier stuff. Got less of that shanty, less of that kind of beer in hand type feel.
Yeah, well, we had a big change in the band last year. We got a new lineup. We've changed our name. We've like, as I said before, like a bit more of our pop punky influences has come in, and like the heavier stuff. So yeah, we're like exploring that a little bit more, and like the song says, it's kind of like a new era for us. It's almost like a debut album again for the band.
And that ties into this next question. A self-titled album always feels like a bit of a statement. Does this mark a new chapter, or is this mark like a new chapter for you? Is that why you chose to self-title it?
Absolutely, yeah. This is us in a full force now. I think we're ready to go and take on the world with our music.
Your live shows have a reputation for being high energy and full of heart. What's been the wildest, most memorable gig so far?
Oh my goodness, that's a question. Lots and lots of gigs. We do at least 100 gigs a year, so there's
Wow.
choose from, always on the road. But I think one of my favorites was when we played that we won a slot on the main stage at Festival Medieval in Germany. And I just remember it being out in the boiling hot sunshine. So the audience were kind of all there, but like hiding in the shade. There was like parts of coming down from the trees. And we started playing, and then everybody got up anyway and got into the sunshine and started doing this like, it was almost like a flash mob dance thing that we'd never seen before all together. Wow. It was really random, but yeah, it was fun. And that was like the biggest stage that we had played on, and we're going back to play there again this year. So I'm really excited to go back to Festival Medieval. Yeah.
I've not heard of that one. So there's a real mix of traditional folk and punk in your music. Do you feel more at home in one scene over the other, or does it all just kind of blend together?
We like playing a range of in the different scenes, really. We go to pirate events and play those. We play some folk festivals. We play some punk festivals, but we always like kind of see ourselves as that fun, energetic band that kind of slots into the heavier scene, but also has a place on like acoustic stages in the right setting. So yeah, but our like vision is to go and play at Download and Bloodstock and festivals like that. So yeah, we'll probably get a bit more heavier as time goes on. And
but you need for Bloodstock.
Yeah, well, that's where we formed actually. Well, when we first started talking about forming a band, we went to Bloodstock and we were there dressed as pirates for the weekend, just randomly.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, should we start a band? And we did. So we would really love to go and play that. That'd be great.
Cornwall and the sea clearly run deep into your music. How much is where you come from shape the band's sound and attitude?
I think it shapes it immensely. I get so influenced by the nature around me, and the sea's literally like 2-minute walk away from me. I swim in it all year. And yeah, I just find those nautical metaphors like really resonate with me, and the band's music is quite a lot of it is based on that. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think being in Cornwall definitely has a huge influence, like our Celtic roots.
Yeah. Do you think if you'd been from somewhere else that wasn't near the sea, your sound would be completely different, or do you think that would have always been in there even?
I think it is because we're from Penzance, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely do. Like with all of the pirate history, the smuggling stuff, the sea all around us, and just feeling part of like the Celtic
Yeah.
nation. So yeah, I think it would be different if we were from somewhere else.
So you played alongside bands like the Rumjacks and Ferocious Dog. Who else would you like to hit the road with?
We would really like to go and do the Flogging Molly cruise. You know, they have a boat cruise every year, and there's bands on the boat that play. So yeah, that's like one that we would love
Yeah.
to play. We'd like to go and support Dropkick Murphys at some point. We would love to go on the road with Royal Republic because they're just so much fun and they have so much energy. So yeah, those ones spring to mind.
Yeah. So you built this band from the ground up, sort of DIY style. What's been the biggest challenge and the most rewarding part?
I think the biggest challenge for me is because I do struggle with some mental health issues like anxiety, and I get low moods and things, and I've got ADHD, and so I think it's like the having to consistently grind and just have to deal with the knockbacks and the no's, and you have to be very resilient. And sometimes if I'm not particularly feeling like confident in myself or whatever, it's hard to pick myself back up and just
Yeah.
continue going and believing in something. And yeah, so that's like, it's not one thing in particular, but sometimes it kind of gets a bit like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. The music industry can be quite cutthroat.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah. Yeah. So you've got a stack tour coming up. Are there any gigs or venues you're particularly excited for?
Oh, this is our first ever ticketed headline show, so it is a big step for us, and I'm just hoping that people are gonna. I know people would struggle to like commit and buy tickets in advance, especially like with the cost of living crisis and stuff at the minute. So I'm just hoping that people will support us and come and give us a chance if they haven't seen us before.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all of them, especially because like our friend James Spencer is supporting us on most of the
Yeah.
the dates, and I love playing with James. He's amazing. And we're going back to visit some venues like the Palladium Club, the Cobblestones, and the Underground in Plymouth. These like grassroots venues that we have a really strong like relationship with. So I'm really looking forward to going back to see the people that work there, and play in our hometown as well in the Acorn Theatre. But like all of the new venues, just really excited to go and meet more people in the industry. Really.
Are you covering the full country? Are you?
We aren't going up north as much as we have done in the past. We're not visiting Scotland this time either.
Yeah.
But that's just because of I was reaching out to lots and lots of venues, and these are the ones that got back to us. I kind of build the tour around what I get.
Yeah.
But so we're hoping to like hit the places that we're not hitting on this tour, like in the winter. So like have the second part of it and go to the we've got Ireland tour coming up as well, and we have to confirm the dates on it, and we're going to Europe even before the UK tour.
Okay.
So a bit like I have a vision, and then I try, and then I kind of get some leads, and then it builds around that.
Yeah. You made it over to the States yet?
Not yet, no. That's another one on the band bucket list.
Yeah. With the album and tour on the horizon, what's next for the band after that?
So we have the album, the tour. We're going back to Festival Medieval and doing a few more festivals in Europe at the end of nearer the end of the year, and then hopefully doing a bit more of the north. And then next year, I've been trying to plan like a DIY world tour for some time to expand over a few years. We've got some friends in Mexico that have invited us to go over. Los Quema, they're called, the band, and just working with more DIY bands. But if opportunities don't arise for us to build our team within the industry, we're just going to keep plugging away and building as we are. So yeah, reaching out for just visiting new countries to play our music is the next thing.
Do you do absolutely everything yourself?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite a lot, but we're a strong team. We all help each other out in the band.
So when's the new album out?
The 4th of April.
4th of April.
Yeah.
And lastly, do you want to give yourselves a shameless plug?
I'd love to. We've just committed to finance for a new band van. So in order to help us pay for that, we have started a Patreon. So if you like our music, if anyone's listening and would like to support us in that way, head over to our Patreon. We're launching it. It'll be launched on the 15th, which is our 6-year band anniversary, and also 1 year sober for me. So lots of partying on Saturday over on our Patreon. And yeah, you can find us on all the other socials. Just search for All for Jolly, and you can pre-save the album. Now, if you go to ditto.com/All for Jolly.
Is it coming out on vinyl or physical formats?
It is. It'll be out on CD as well. So if you want a CD, you can email us or get in touch with us on our socials. Vinyl, I'm still trying to figure out a way how to finance it, because it's quite a lot of money up front to get vinyl.
Yes, definitely.
We'll see how well the Patreon does.
All right, brilliant. That's been great talking to you.
Lovely talking to you too. Thank you so much, Amy. Have a good
evening.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.